What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about the meaning of life. So, for me, the meaning of life is to have fun. It's so simple, but we always forget this. So, like I said, for me, the meaning of life is to have fun and to make your human experience the most enjoyable as possible. And I feel like the reason why we are here is to learn how to love. Love is not just like a man and a woman. Love is like love for yourself, love for nature, other people, your friends, your family, everything. And because we have to learn love, we have to learn hate at the same time because love and hate is the same thing. But the difference is that love and hate vibrate on different frequencies. So love will be like the highest frequency you can vibrate to, and hate will be the lowest one. One of the reasons why we are here is to have multiple experience and perspective about life, and that is one of the reasons why everybody loves art, because art is just like a different expression of life. So let's take for example a movie. Like every movie that you ever seen in your life is just another expression of life, another perspective, or even a painting. A painting is an expression of life, or a video game, or a book, or even music. Everything is just an expression of life. Yeah, one of the most important thing that you will do in your human experience is to learn how to love. And to do that, you must connect with other people, learn how to love them, learn how to love yourself, nature, animals, everything. And because you connect with other people, they influence you. And yeah, because you connect with other people, they influence you like you influence them. Like it's an infinite loop. So you either can influence people positively or negatively. But what you give is what you get. So if you always give negative energy, you will receive negative energy. Logically it makes sense because if I treat you like shit, you're gonna treat me like shit. But some people, even though you treat them like with respect, they will still treat you like shit. But that's not your problem. That's theirs. Because they will receive the negative energy. Because you tried to give them good energy, but they didn't want it. So because they have so much hate in their heart, they give you their negative energy. And sadly that's most people in this world. Because it's the thing is it's not even their fault. It's just like how the world is. And for me, when I start thinking about it, like people in the matrix are just lost souls. It's like, let me give you an example, right? So let's say life is like you're walking alone in the forest and there's other people but you don't see them at first. So along your journey you will see like people trying to either help you on your path or be against you. So the matrix, what it does is it is so let's take for example like Hansel and Gretel, like the story with the evil witch in the candy house. So there, I don't really remember this story like correctly, but I guess there were just like two children walking in the forest, And I think they were supposed to go somewhere, but instead of just continuing on their path, they got distracted by the candy house. And the candy house is like symbolizing like the things in the Matrix. People in the Matrix who are lost souls are the people who went in the candy house. So because they went in the candy house, they like forgot the path they were on. And like the only thing they do is like eat. So they gain weight so the evil witch can eat them. Honestly, the Matrix is like the biggest distraction, because in your life you're supposed to, like I said, learn how to love people and shit. But the Matrix will tell you, oh, you're supposed to get money to eat food and to do what like you need to do to survive, basically. But you're not even supposed to pay for shit in reality. Like you're not even supposed to pay like for food, because food literally grows on trees. It's like you have it. So that shit is so stupid. Like you go outside, you see an apple, right? You want to grab it, then somebody out of nowhere said, yo, if you want the apple, you have to give me $5. But then you're like, bro, it's not your apple. And he's like, yeah, because I seen the apple first, and if you want the apple, you have to give me money. Like, what the fuck? It's not even your apple. It's like it's for everyone. If you wanted the apple, you just grab it and eat it. Like, what the fuck do I need to give you money for it? Know what I'm saying? Let me give you some solutions, alright? So, the first solutions is to do what you want to do and what makes you feel good. And don't do bad things to make you feel good, because it doesn't really make you it will not make you feel good. So example, if you do something bad to someone, like that bad energy is just going to come back to you. So don't do it. And yeah, positive attracts positive and negative attracts negative. So if you do good things will happen to you. And the second solution is to not settle and to stand your ground. Your principles are what makes you you. If you let yourself be influenced by everybody, you'll just become an empty shell. You'll lose yourself. So that's basically what happens when you let other people control your life. You just become like an empty shell. You just become like a bot. You become nobody, because you don't even have your own identity. You don't even like say, oh no, I'm not do this because that's who I am, and I'll not do that. You just let everybody walk over you and like treat you like some like fucking slave shit. And the same thing happens when you don't connect with people. You just become an empty shell, because to become a better person, you need to know what a good person is. And to do that, you have to connect with good people, even bad people, because you have to know what a bad person is to not become a bad person. And the same thing goes with the good person. The people who never connect with other people despise them, because they have so much hate in their heart and they don't love themselves. So because they don't love themselves, they don't love nobody. The reason why people are alone is just because of fear. The fear of people doing you wrong. For me, a good person is basically someone who helps other people to make them feel good about themselves and make them better. So that person will make them better. So it's a constant flow of energy. And that's one of the reasons why superheroes are fascinating to me. So let's take for example Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is like a young man who doesn't have a lot of money, and he have superpowers. But he's not like Superman. He's not like super overpowered and invulnerable. Like, yes, he's strong, but like he can't lift a building. You know what I'm saying? So he's still vulnerable. So he always put himself in danger to help other people, even though it caused him problems in his personal life, because he knows that's the right thing to do. So when you're not sure if you're doing something wrong, put yourself in that other person's shoes and ask yourself if that person will feel good about it. Give positive energy and you will receive positive energy. And positive energy is basically love. Alright? And that's one of the reasons why you shouldn't eat meat, because it goes against the cycle of life. You might say, yeah, but plants are alive, but you eat them, right? So they become dead. But that's not true, because if I eat some strawberries and I take a shit in the wild, a strawberry like some strawberry will grow. But if I eat a piece of chicken and I take a shit in the wild, a chicken will not grow. Know what I'm saying? The fruit never died. It just like, so what I did is I ate the fruit. My body took what it needs from that fruit and throw away the rest so more fruit can grow. So that goes along the cycle of life. But by eating that piece of chicken, you basically kill it. You basically go against it, because you kill a part of nature. So basically, if you eat meat, you're against the cycle of life. But in your life, but since the day you were born, it's normal to eat meat, because if you can't die by, like, if you eat a piece of meat, all right, you'll not die. Like, it will not kill you instantly. But like a lot of things in the Matrix, the things that kill you will kill you slowly. So if you take drugs, if you eat fast food, it's not because it kills you slowly that it doesn't kill you. It not only will kill you, but like it will make you suffer. So that's more like evil and shit. And honestly, I don't even think that carnivores are supposed to exist, because carnivores are just parasites that take the life force of other creatures to feed themselves. But they don't, like, it goes against the cycle of life, because you eat an animal, but if you kill an animal, like like another animal will not reappear. Like, it's not like a plant. If you eat a plant and, like I said, you take a shit, another plant will grow. So it's just like the plant is just recycling itself. And you don't even need to eat the plant. Like, if you don't eat it and you let it grow, like, it will still do its thing. And another thing, I see like a lot of spiritual like people, I guess I can call them that, is they say like you shouldn't be programmed, or you shouldn't be like a lot of spiritual people said that you shouldn't be programmed and shit, but that's not true. You should be the goal is not to be programmed. The goal is to have good programs in your brain. So a good program would be working out, but a bad program would be being closed-minded and thinking you know everything. But you like everything you learn is just a new program. So let's take my hand. For you it's a hand, but for someone else, like in India, it might be called, you might say no, it's not a hand, it's like, I don't know how to say hand in Indian, but you get what I'm saying. It's the same thing, but for that person, a hand is like, doesn't mean nothing to him because he doesn't know what the hand is, because it's just his perspective on it. Because all his life, he lived his life in Indian, and you know what I'm saying. So basically, to make a long story short, like if you want to take away one thing from this video, is be free. Stop letting other people control your life. Do what you want to do and what you feel inside that you must do. If you feel like, example, you must quit your job because that shit makes you miserable, quit your job. Like, yes, logically it doesn't really make sense, because of course you have to do it the smart way. Like, you can't just quit your job like that. Like, you gotta stack your money and shit. But if you feel like you really want to quit your job and to do something else instead, do it. I'm telling you, do it. If you don't do it, you will regret it later. Alright? I know it's not the most logical thing to do, but life is not logic. Like, life is not just like logic, honestly. Like, so the reason why it's not logic is because we have emotions. Emotions are not really logic. Like, yes, yes, in a sense, if I do something bad, you'll feel bad. That's logic, but like, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Everything I just said in this video, you already knew the answer, because that shit is so simple. Like, as humans, we want to overcomplicate things, but if you do that, it will just like create more stress. And you know how I know that shit is true is because look at children, what they do. They wake up, from the first moment they wake up, all they want to do is have fun. That's it. Like, when you're a child, the only thing you want to do is to have fun. You don't give a fuck about getting money. You don't give a fuck about nothing else than have fun and eat and survive and shit. So don't forget that, because in the world we live in, it's easy to lose yourself. It's easy to get distracted by everything going on in the world. But like, the most important thing is not the world outside of yourself. Yo, I love people, man. If I didn't love people or myself, because I love myself, I love people. Like, life is just like life is just a reflection. Like, if you feel like the world is trash, the world will be trash. But for me, life is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share. Peace.